G'day viewers. Well, I'm out detecting this area again. I've done this plenty of times. I've spent a lot of time here with the Equinox 800. This whole hillside is just sort of full of rubbish, and yeah, there used to be a house just here. Yeah, I've spent lots of time, and I found a few good things here. In my intro you might see a glimpse of the Boer War Peace Medallion with Lord Roberts on it. Well, I found one of those here. I also found the same on this track here and another one down the paddock. So I've actually found three of them here. A few coins. Yeah, lots of other people have been detecting here before me as well. And yeah, I'm here this morning just to give this area another go with the Manticore, and I've got the little M8 mate coil on today. Yeah, I've been going for a while, just found a bit of rubbish, and I have got a signal here. It was in the 30s, I think, and I found something a bit more interesting this time. I think that could be an earring or something like that. I'll give it a bit of a brush off and I'll get back to you in a second. And there it is. It's silver in colour. It's got a bit of a star shape and some sort of a stone in the centre and a little feather coming out the bottom. So yeah, that's something interesting. First decent find for the morning. Oh well, we'll keep going. You just don't know what else could be here. They keep saying that a sight is never done. Well, hopefully that's true, and I'll find something else good here this morning too. And for a deep hole here, just one of these rivets. At least it wasn't deep iron this time. Yeah, it's not a bad morning actually. It's a bit of a chilly breeze, but it's supposed to be showers today, but so far so good. Geez, I've got a good signal here. It's right on the surface, so, and it just turned out to be a ring thing. All right, let's keep going. Well, this has just come up. I'm not sure if it's a button or what it is. It's only about 27 on the Manticore. Yeah, I'm getting quite a few of these coming up in the 20s. I'm not really sure what they are. Are they an old type of shotgun shell, or perhaps they had lipstick or something else in them? I don't know. If any of you out there know what they are, just let me know. Been going for a fair while and only digging rubbish, but I've got a deep signal here and I reckon this is something a bit better. Yeah, could be part of a belt buckle or something. I'll just give that a bit of a brush off and I'll get back to you in a tick. I've just given it a bit of a brush off and it's still got a lot of the enamel on it. Ah, that's a lovely little thing. It's got a bit of a clasp there, so I'm not sure what it was from, but yeah, very nice. No coins, but yeah, a few other bits and pieces. So we'll just carry on and see what else we can find. And I just got this little tiny eyelet thing. It's amazing what the little M8 coil can find in thrashed areas. Like I've been over and over this area with the Equinox 800. The soil's nice and moist now, which probably helps as well. And yeah, I'm certainly seeing where all the iron is as well. Anyhow, we'll keep going and hope for something good ahead. Now I've got a signal down here. It's only 38 roughly. And I've just dug it up and looks like a 1 cent coin. No, it's not. It's a probably an old button or something, I'd say. Yeah, no wonder it was only 38. I was hoping for something a bit better. Anyhow, we shall keep going. Well, I've given a bit of a brush off, and it possibly is some sort of a button. Fairly interesting. Let's keep going. Just to give you an idea of how sensitive the M8 coil is, here's a tiny little piece of metal that came from the bottom of that hole. Probably a good 1/2, 3/4 pinpointer depth. Just out of that hole there, I've got, I think it's a button. Yeah, something a bit different anyhow. All right, we'll keep going. Well, I'm just continuing slowly. So much iron in the ground, it's a bit of a challenge. But I did get a positive signal here, and it looks like a washer, but it's got a square hole. Chinese coins had a square hole. I'll just clean it up and see what it is. Well, I brushed it off a bit, and yeah, I can't really see any characters on it, but quite possibly that could be a Chinese coin. I'll try and clean it up a bit more when I get home, and we might be able to find out a bit more about it. A long time since I found a Chinese coin. All right, let's keep going. The wind's getting up a bit now. It's supposed to be showers later, they said. And how's that for a nut? One of the biggest ones I've ever found, I reckon. Wonder what that came from. Absolutely huge. Yeah, I'm right near where the house was, and I got a great signal, and it just turned out to be this little buckle. A cute little one. Well, the sky's starting to get black. I think there's a shower on the way. Those showers that they forecast, and that means I'm on the way back to the ute. And out of this hole here, I've got a very small piece of clockery. So that might be today's last target. So I'll head towards the ute now, and yeah, I'll catch you in the review. Well, we'll start off with today's rubbish heap, plus a few less interesting items. Them big rusty nails, they tend to give a good signal, so I ended up digging quite a number of those. Anyhow, we'll move on to the best from today. Here's a couple of buttons. The one on the left hand side seems to be inlaid with a bit of mother of pearl. Now this is a bit of a mystery item. It's about the same size as a button, but it's sort of a dome shape, and it looks as though there may have even been a stone in the top there at one time. And turning it over, it's hollow, and it's got 2 holes there. And I know it's hollow because some dirt came out of those holes, so perhaps it's some sort of bit of jewellery or brooch type thing. I don't really know. On to this lovely item. It's got a floral design, and most of the enamel is still on it. And I reckon definitely the nicest find for the day. Turning it over, it seems to have a bit of a claspy thing on the back, so perhaps this was part of a belt buckle, or if anybody else knows what it might have been, just let me know in the comments below. Today's first decent find was this earring. I think it may be silver, although I can't find any markings on it. Yeah, that's an interesting find. Possibly not that old, I don't really know. Then came along this very corroded looking item, which I suspected might be a Chinese coin. Anyhow, I took it home and gave it a bit of a brushing with a fine wire brush, and yes, it is indeed a Chinese coin. You can just make out some of the characters there, although it's still pretty corroded. Yeah, I have found the odd Chinese coin around this area before. The Chinese actually came through this area on their way to the gold rushes, and I think afterwards some of them must have stayed on, because any of the old residents around here can tell you that there used to be Chinese market gardens here, and that probably goes for just about every town in the district. Well, the old saying, a sight is never done, seems to be true, as I've been over and over this area before with Equinox, and I didn't really expect to find that much, but yeah, I'm really pleased with what came up today. So that was great. Anyhow, that's about all for now. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you all again next time.